The thing about me is I will show you the bottom line. I will show you the bare minimum, so I don't have to meet any expectation that anyone puts on me. Hello guys, welcome back to the Girl Math Podcast. I'm Kori Blonde. Did I say that weird? I don't know. I hate intros. I wish I could just go straight into it. But I feel like people that are new to listening are going to be like, what podcast is this? What have I just walked into? Do you know what I mean? I'm just trying to be a podcaster, guys. Leave me alone. I feel like I'm my own worst enemy. Self-sabotage, that is me. If you were to say self-sabotage, you'd think that's Kori. May as well have it stamped on my forehead. I feel like I hold myself back so much in life, like it's actually crazy. Negative self-talk is the biggest one. The fact that I don't believe in myself is another. And just feeling like I should never be in any room is also one more. Now, let me give you a quick story time. Today, I just got back from my first ever PR event. And what was that first ever PR event, you may ask? YouTube. What the flip? I can now announce it, but I am now part of a very exciting YouTube campaign to do with running. If you didn't know, I used to be a runner. I did vlog it. It's on my main channel. This little old me did a podcast complaining about running and how everyone's running, and I don't understand why, why is everyone running and not going out clubbing? YouTube found little old me and thought, you know what? I like this girl. I want to put her on a campaign. So now I'm on a campaign. So you'll probably see that this month. And it's from one of the episodes from this podcast. So that's really exciting. So anyway, as a part of that campaign, I got invited to this PR event today. And on the email, it was like, it's going to be a running event. We're hosting with Tracksmith Running. And it's going to be in London. So I was like, you know what? Can't be too hard. Like, I've done this before, I have done this before. It's not my first rodeo. Turns out, the guy that emailed me was like, oh, it's only a 5K. So I was like, I'll do the 5K. I can easily do a 5K, mate. What are you on about? Pfft, like breathing. And I turn up. Tell me why they said it's a half marathon. They're trying to kill me off before I even started. No, it's fine. I still did 5K. I did 5K. I didn't do the full half marathon. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I realized with these events that I am such a negative self-doubter that I just don't feel like I should be there. And I get imposter syndrome so bad because I should look at it as like, but no, I've been doing YouTube since I was 8 years old and I've been creating content since a very young age. So I feel like on paper, I should be there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love it. It's my passion. Like, I genuinely love it. But from an influencer standpoint and like a PR standpoint, I just don't feel like very trained up in that area or just not naturally very good at socializing. So I was just standing there for a lot of the socializing bit, just really awkwardly standing there. And like, people just thought I was some crackhead on the side of the street, genuinely. They were like, who is this girl? Because obviously I'm not like a well-known person. So it got to the bit of eating the pastries. I didn't even feel valid enough to eat the pastries. So I didn't. Or the merch. So I didn't. I didn't feel like I deserved it. And I felt like I shouldn't be there. So I was like, I'm not going to take anything. It's fine. And I look back at it now. I'm like, I don't know why I'm like that. Like, I am really worried for the future. And I shouldn't be worried. I'm a warrior. Okay. I overthink. But I am so worried about future events that I get invited to. And I'm just not going to feel worthy enough to be there. This is how I know I'm not born to be an influencer. I just love creating content and I love like helping people. So when it comes to these influencer events, I'm just like, I can't do it. And you know what? I have met a few influencers before. Some are lovely, some are really hard to get on with, but that's just life. I really struggle to put myself in situations where I have to be social or fake. But I'll still do it. But I really, really struggle because I say fake because I've been to influencer parties before where everyone's just there for the clout or just for networking or whatever. Like, sure, that's a good add-on, but like at the same time, I don't think this is really my scene. I don't know how else to put it. But I'm just socially awkward anyway, and I'm hella anxious. And I had to get the tube, and I hate getting the tube, and I had to just be social in London. And it was just a lot of things, okay? It was a lot, but I still did it, and I love YouTube. So YouTube will be the only thing that takes me out of the house, okay? Or any other brands that want to work with me. But yeah, nevertheless, I really struggled today. And that's why I wanted to talk about self-doubt. I don't know about you. I have grown up being so self-critical and so negative and analyzing myself to the point where I'm like, I can tell what that person is thinking about me because I've been so analytical about myself that I've been in that same situation as them. Call me crazy, but I can tell if someone doesn't like me because I portray the same thing when I don't like someone else. And I don't ever hate anyone. I just don't like people sometimes. You know, when you just get the vibe where you're just like, I just don't like you. And I can't tell you why, I just don't. I just don't. Maybe it's because I notice a pattern in something. And if you don't like me, that's cool. I'm not expecting you to like me. If anything, that's fine if you don't like me, because then I don't have to socialize. And that is perfect. So then don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. It's fine. We can be in friends on that level. You know what? You're actually my friend now if you don't like me, because that means that you don't want to talk to me and I don't want to talk to you. And then it's a win-win. And ultimately I do end up liking you. Yeah, I just get very socially awkward. And I think the reason I do that is because I don't feel worthy enough to be in rooms. And this even goes for like at parties when I grew up. I just never felt confident enough in my looks or in myself that I was just like, I'm just not the generic person that someone would look at and be like, oh, she's so pretty. So I just stood there and was like, I feel really uncomfortable in my own skin. Like, I feel like if I wear a dress, I feel so uncomfortable. That sounds so pick me, holy shit. I feel really uncomfortable wearing heels sometimes. I have to be with the right people to wear heels. When I wear heels, that shows that I'm happy, confident, and I'm not anxious. Because if I come to a party dressed like this, that's when you know my mental health is downhill. That's when you know I'm really struggling and I don't want to be there. I'm ready for bed. This is just my pajamas. I'm ready to go home. Like, I don't know what it is about going out in comfy clothes, but I feel so less anxious than I would if I was to go out all dressed up. I think it's because in my head, I know people are going to be looking at me, and not in like a self-centered way, but when you're dressed up a bit nicer, people do look at you. So I guess I just feel more invisible if I'm dressed like a mattress. Negative self-talk almost manifests into the physical. The thing about me is I will show you the bottom line. I will show you the bare minimum. So I don't have to meet any expectation that anyone puts on me. If I come and meet you and I'm this 5'8", gorgeous, long, slim, skinny bitch with high heels and a dress on, I'm now going to have to meet that expectation every time. Whether if I meet you dressed like this and I don't really have any makeup on and I'm just being me, I feel so much more comfortable, because then I'm like, I don't have to meet you next time and be like, oh, I have to now wear the same amount of makeup as I did last time. And maybe I can even try a bit better next time and you'll be like, oh my God, hi Kori, you look nice today. Yes, thank you, I tried. Because like I've done it before, I've made that mistake before where I've like gone to school with makeup on and then you go to school the next day without any makeup on. And people are like, who the hell is that? Like generally, that's the point where it's got. And I have comments in my YouTube sometimes saying, oh my God, makeup is so powerful. Like as if to say that I'm not good looking without makeup on. But like I couldn't care less. It is what it is. Makeup is a very powerful thing. And it does raise confidence. But for me personally, like I'm not that confident, okay? So, you know, it's very easy for me to walk into a room and feel intimidated by people when people are actually intimidated by me. And this is what I want to talk about. This is the next thing I want to talk about. If you have low self-esteem, you can read the room very well, but you also can't tell the difference between if someone is jealous of you or if someone hates you. I was at an event and there was this person there that treated me like a rug on the maybe not a rug, that's a bit nice, like a doormat, and treated me like I was no one. And I read it as like, oh my God, she just hates me. She hates me. Is there something wrong with me? Am I just less than? I put like them on a pedestal almost. But then my friend said to me, no, Kori, can you not see? She's just jealous. And my friend wasn't saying that in a way of like trying to make me feel better, but she was like, Kori, no, she's jealous. Like, it's okay. But I don't see it that way, because I'm like, there's no way in hell someone like her can be jealous of me. Like, what is there to be jealous of? I often wonder, where would I be if my self-confidence was higher than it is now? I feel like I would have got a lot further than I am now, but like, that's okay. I don't really mind too much. Personally, I don't know a single person that is confident solely. People that I know that are confident have faked it. But as I said earlier on in the podcast, I struggle to be in fake situations and I struggle to be with fake people. So I struggle, therefore, to be fake. So therefore, I cannot be confident. Like, it's a whole thing. So I just don't think this is why I say I'm never going to be that person. And I don't think I can ever really be a true influencer, as much as I would love to be, because I know people bash influencers, but their job is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. Their job is pretty cool. Like, you get to go out, take photos and get paid for it. Self-sabotage can show in a lot of different forms, and I'm about to explain some of them. So For me personally, what I've learned with self-sabotage is that you might not even notice it's happening. You might not even know. Because I've had situations where people have had to tell me, Kori, are you actually insane? Have you actually lost your mind? I will have people tell me, you are the most talented person I know. You can just pick up something creative and do it. But I see them as like, you're fucking wild. You're wild. And that, to me, that mindset really stunts my growth, because I could probably be in rooms. If I could see what my friends see, I could be in rooms that I couldn't even imagine putting myself in. Like 1 minute I'm directing music videos. The next minute I'm editing for people. Then I'm making my own content. Then I sing on the side and I make songs. I'm not saying any of this I do is at a good level, but my people that I know tell me like, Kori, you can just pick up stuff and do it. And like, I love that about myself, but I just don't see it. I guess I don't see me as being good at it. So therefore, I don't see me doing it at all. Like, I don't know what it is. I feel like with people, and it's so common to feel this way, in my head, I have to be perfect at it in order to be doing it. Do you know what I mean? So if someone comes up to me and says, what do you do for a living? And I go, oh, I'm a podcaster. But then in my head, I'm like, but I'm not, because I don't have views and I don't have following and I'm probably not that good at it. But then low key, if you put it on paper, I am a podcaster. I guess that's what I do for a living. I don't know. I guess because I never value myself or put myself on a pedestal high enough to be a podcaster, because I look at it and I idolize it so much because I love it and it's my passion. I look at it so highly that I just don't think that I'm ever going to achieve it, because I don't think I'm ever good enough. And that is just the bottom line. That is just the bottom line for absolutely everything that I want to achieve in life. And that is what holds me back. And I wish I knew the answer. I wish I could come and tell you guys, oh, this is how this works and yada, yada, yada. But I don't, because I just think that's how I'm wired. And if you have any advice to give me on confidence, self-esteem, whatever, but I've spoken about this before, but I have always struggled with self-esteem issues, which ultimately makes it so easy for people to manipulate me. But I feel like I've got to that age now where I've been manipulated so much, I can kind of tell. But also, I can't, because I've been manipulated so much. It's like, I'm basically fighting my own battle in my head, because I'm constantly looking out for danger in every situation. So therefore, I'm looking out if someone is manipulating me or not. But I just can't tell the difference if they hate me. I think everyone hates me. That is the problem, because I hate myself. Maybe that's why. This podcast is therapy. I generally get all my feelings out and then I come to conclusions when I chat to a camera. The problem is me. The problem is me, guys. I'm sorry. Thing is, I'm never going to fix myself. I just know because I've tried. Maybe, but then you're like, no, Kori, you've not tried enough. No, I've tried. I've failed. It doesn't mean I'm not going to try again. Doesn't mean I've given up. But like, I've tried. I'm tired. Let me just be me. Let me just be negative, for God's sake. Like, let me just be the vampire energy sometimes. That is something I'm very self-conscious about as well. I feel like do you ever get it? If you're a negative self-talker, it often like reflects on other people. And I'm really scared that I'm going to drain other people's energy as well. Because when you're out, you know, like the vampire energy where you'll go on holiday and that one friend will be the most draining person ever. That is me. That is me in every situation. Invite me out to dinner. It'll be a lovely 5-course meal. It'll be Michelin star. And I'll be there like, oh God, I couldn't think of anything worse. Yeah, and it's not in a spoiled brat way, but it's just like, I don't know what it is. I find the negative in every situation. Because if I find the positive in every situation, it sets an expectation that I have to meet. And if it doesn't meet it, I'm either going to get sad, or other people are going to get sad because I don't meet their expectations, or it just brings me a lot of fucking anxiety. You know, and I don't know what that is. Is it autism? No, I don't know. I'm not self-diagnosing. But like, it makes it a lot easier for me to be less anxious, because it doesn't set that expectation or margin for things to go wrong or better. Because if there's a lot of change, I start to panic. You know, if I'm already setting the bar low, it can't go any lower than that. I fear that these podcasts are negative, and I fear that it might become draining. But then also, It's just me at this rate. But yeah, I don't know if any of you resonated with anything I was saying, but I hope you, actually no, I was gonna say I hope you did. This is the thing, with every episode I go, I hope you guys resonated with this. But like, I don't want you to resonate with this because it's not a nice situation to be in. But also I don't want you guys to be alone. And I want you guys to resonate because that's the whole reason why I make these videos, because I don't want people to feel like what they're going through is just them and vice versa. So yeah. Anyway, I have had a busy day. Okay. I've been up since 7, which is crazy for me. Crazy. I've had this makeup on for what feels like ages. And I'm ready to hit the hay, mate. And my friend's birthday is tomorrow, which is exciting. I'm going to go down there. And then I'm seeing my friends on Tuesday. So I've got quite a busy day. Pretty social for me. I'm never social, as I said earlier. And I'm not just saying that to be a pick-me. That's the thing. I'm not social. Why am I crying? I'm not crying. I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm not crying. It's just, I looked at the air for too long. I'm going to now edit this video and upload it because I film on the same day. It's more authentic, right? It feels like a live stream. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Make sure to be following the Girl Math Pod Instagram because I get up to crazy stuff on there. No, that sounds like an OnlyFans. Oh God, no. What I meant is I just get up to some weird, wacky, random stuff like I ran with YouTube today. I'm never going to let that go. But if you see me on YouTube or if you see me on billboards or if you see me on any campaign, it's actually the ugliest video of me as well. So it's always going to be me, isn't it? That's always the way. That's always the way. I'm going to get the ugliest video chosen of me, looking at my worst. But to be fair, that's my fault because I put myself on the internet like that. And that's why I now wear makeup in every video because you just never know. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed and I will speak to you guys on Wednesday for a Wildcard Wednesday. Goodbye. I can't feel my foot. I cannot feel my foot. Not me having a panic attack about having pins and needles. I can't feel my whole leg, guys. I'm paralyzed. Guys, you know when it hurts to flip and move the foot? That's how dead it is. You know when you're in bed and you can't even move your foot because you've got really bad pins and needles? That is what is happening right now.